You obviously have a player like Caitlin who's on the team. I have to ask, like, when did you first hear about her, and then what were your first impressions of her when she got to campus?
Yeah, she had come on a couple visits, and she was like a big name in Iowa. So I had heard about her. I wasn't from Iowa, so I didn't know as much in that like all Iowa attack, like, and so I had heard about this Caitlin Clark, and I was like watching videos of her just like having like 40 points, like averaging a million in high school. And I was like, oh, this girl thinks she's gonna come here and rule the world.
The Las Vegas Aces gave Kate Martin 11 minutes a game. Now brand new footage is hitting the internet, and WNBA fans are all asking the same thing. Did Vegas just make a massive mistake? Because the Kate Martin showing up this offseason does not look like the same player who spent a year buried on a championship bench. She looks faster, she looks stronger, she looks like someone who has been quietly building towards something.
Good, now see it? We're gonna get here, pivot, set, shoot. Work around the ball. There you go. I like that one the best. That was really good. Best hands. Fight it, good, get him ball. Good. Good, now.
And if this version is real, the Golden State Valkyries may have just made the smartest pickup of the entire expansion process. Even Caitlin Clark saw it coming. The moment Golden State selected Martin, Clark posted "Let's go Cater." No hesitation, no waiting to see how it played out. Just immediate, genuine support for her former Iowa teammate. And after watching this new footage, a lot more people are starting to understand exactly why Clark didn't need a second to think about it. Kate Martin entered the WNBA with real momentum behind her. At Iowa, she was never just Caitlin Clark's teammate, she was a cornerstone. 13 points a game, nearly 7 rebounds, 2 straight national title appearances, the ability to defend multiple positions, and an instinct for doing whatever the team actually needed on a given night.
Thank God somebody said it. Like, somebody had to say it. And like, at least it's Kate Martin, who's been around the circus for enough times. And by the circus, I don't mean the Caitlin Clark circus as like a negative thing. It's sports. It's sports. It was a circus being on Jordan's Bulls. It was a circus being on the freaking Dream Team. It was a circus being on the Warriors for a while. Like, it's a circus being a member of the Beatles. Like, anything that's a phenomenon, there's a circus around it, no matter what. And she was part of it in Iowa, which ironically, in my opinion, the Iowa circus was bigger. It was actually bigger than the Fever circus. But anyway, let's take a listen to what Kate Martin said.
Caitlin and our whole entire Iowa squad, we did like such a good job of learning how to block out outside noise whenever we were in the heat of that, because it's like the negative stuff.
She hit the timely threes. She won the loose balls. She made the smart pass instead of the flashy one. She was everything a winning team needs from a player who doesn't require the spotlight to be effective. That's exactly why so many people believed she'd fit seamlessly in the pros. Then the Aces took her 18th overall. On paper, it sounded ideal. Championship culture, elite veterans, winning habits baked into everything. But what looked perfect quickly became suffocating because the minutes simply never came. 11.5 minutes a game, 2.5 points. A roster already packed wall to wall with Aja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray left almost no room for a rookie to actually develop. And once Gray came back healthy, Martin's role shrank even further. By the playoffs, she was averaging 3 minutes across 6 games. 3 minutes. That's not development. That's just existing on a roster. Here's what's interesting though. Vegas barely played her, and fans still never let go. Her jersey sales stayed strong. Her popularity kept growing. Social media buzz around Kate Martin never really died down the way it does for players who disappear into a bench role. That tells you something. People saw value the box score wasn't showing. People believed there was more there waiting to come out. And now Golden State clearly believes it too. When the Valkyries selected Martin, one detail stood out. She was packed up and out of Vegas within 48 hours, cleared her locker, loaded up her apartment, moved on fast. That energy matters. It didn't feel like someone sad to leave. It felt like someone who had been waiting for the door to open and sprinted through it the second it did. Now comes the part the rest of the league should actually be paying attention to: the training footage. Because Martin doesn't just look in shape, She looks transformed. Explosive single-leg drills, posterior chain work, live one-on-one reps, acceleration shooting, defensive movement sequences, and footage of Martin touching the rim. This isn't random content thrown together for Instagram. This is targeted athletic development. This is a player who identified her weaknesses and went after them specifically. If you know basketball, you know why the single-leg explosiveness work matters most. Quicker first step, better finishing through contact, stronger closeouts on defense, more power changing direction, more lift on pull-up jumpers. That means the version of Kate Martin who already had basketball, IQ, toughness, rebounding instincts, and 2 Final Four runs under pressure may now have upgraded physical tools on top of everything she already brought. Skill and confidence is good. Skill, confidence, and genuine athletic growth. That's what creates breakout seasons. And Golden State might be the exact right place for it to happen. Unlike Vegas, this isn't a roster where every role was already locked up by veterans with rings. The Valkyries are still building. Their identity, their culture, their trust. That means real minutes, real responsibility, room to make mistakes and grow through them instead of getting pulled after 3 possessions. Coach Natalie Nikas already had a relationship with Martin going into this, and the Valkyries were specifically looking for players who fit what they were building. That's not nothing. For the first time in her pro career, Martin is walking into an environment that actually wants to unlock her. That changes everything about how a player develops. Then add the fan factor on top of it. Kate Martin is already one of the most popular names connected to the Valkyries brand before the team has played a single regular season game. Iowa fans are locked in, Clark fans are locked in. General basketball fans who watched her grind through a limited role with grace are already rooting for her. Golden State fans want faces to rally around. That's a powerful combination, and some players genuinely rise when the expectations and the energy around them rise. Martin has done it before. She played alongside the most talked about player in women's basketball for years and still found ways to matter every single night. Not because she demanded attention, because she made an impact. That usually translates. Now about Clark's reaction, because people keep treating it like it's just a friendship moment and moving on. Clark knows exactly what Kate Martin looks like when she's trusted and given room to operate. She saw it in practice every day. She saw it in Final Four runs. She saw it in the pressure moments that decide championship games. Clark knows the basketball player Martin is when the environment is right. So when she immediately celebrated that Golden State pick, that wasn't just being a supportive friend. That was someone who has seen the real version of Kate Martin saying, yeah, this makes sense. If Clark believes this opportunity matters, that should mean something to everyone watching. Now picture the opening stretch of this season. Golden State gives Martin real minutes. She's defending multiple positions, hitting open threes, winning loose balls, rebounding over bigger players, making the winning plays that don't end up in the highlights. And underneath all of that is a more explosive, more physically developed athlete than the one Vegas had. Suddenly the narrative shifts fast. Suddenly people are asking why Vegas didn't use her more. Suddenly Golden State looks like the smartest team in the room. That's why this story has real legs. Fans love the overlooked player. Fans love watching someone leave a small role and explode somewhere new. And Kate Martin checks every single box of that story. The Aces may still be contenders this season, probably are. But if Martin breaks out in Golden State, Vegas is going to hear about it all year long. Every big game, every viral clip, every clutch 3 or crucial defensive stop will remind people of exactly one thing. They had her and barely used her. The Valkyries might be the ones who figure out what she actually is. And if this new footage is any kind of preview, the rest of the WNBA should be paying attention right now, because Kate Martin may not just be improving this offseason, she may finally be arriving. So I want to know, did the Las Vegas Aces make a massive mistake with Kate Martin? And is this the season she breaks out with Golden State? Drop your thoughts below. And if you're still watching, comment Money Martin.